What on everybody? My name is JeffLightsYJr. here with the Black Boss Channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. We have a special guest in the building today, Mr. Jammal Houston, recent Grambling commit. Jammal, how's it going, man?
Doing good. Doing good, Jeff.
So, man, you are a commit to the G-Men. You are going to play for Hue Jackson, Grambling, back down in your home state, Louisiana. But before we get to all of that, because we all want to hear about that, man, but talk to me about your early start in football. When did you get started in football? Who put a ball in your hand for the first time? Just what was that like?
I was like 4, 5 years old when I started playing football. I used to play center because everybody was,
Center? Play center. Hold on.
yeah,
Hold on. Talk to me about that, bro. How'd you play center, man? You are explosive over the top receiver, but you start out playing center?
yeah. I started playing center. Then once I got older, I played running back.
Hmm.
Then I was just playing running back, and I got about 10 and 11. Then when I started playing quarterback, then I switched my position to a wide receiver, and I would just went for wide receiver there. And I won my first championship in football middle school, 8th grade year, I ain't never lost a game. And
Wow.
my middle school, they ain't never won a championship like in over 40, 50 years.
And
I
so
was,
what was that? Go for it.
yeah, they ain't never won a championship like 40, 50 years. And I was like, it's been a long time. And I brought one back to the school.
Wow. Wow. Well, Jamal, so you're from New Orleans, man. Talk to me about being from New Orleans. What does that mean to you? How cool is it to be from a unique place like that?
I mean, being from New Orleans, there's a lot, you got a lot of killing going on. And it's hard to make it. Like too many people make it to the age of 21.
Mm,
You
yeah,
got a
man.
lot of shooting going on.
And so high school? So like talk to me about high school. When is it you said you finally when did you start playing receiver? And when did you realize you was pretty good at the receiver position?
Uh, when I was my 8th grade year, and I was just catching and scoring touchdowns back to back, I'm like, well, I'm just stay to this position. I like it. And I went to my 9th grade year. I went to West Jefferson High School. I
Mhm.
ain't played too much receiver, but they had me at DB and kick return and punt
Okay.
return. So I was just in my freshman year, I was going off for kick return and punt return. I really had no receiver reception because they had a bunch of seniors in front
Hmm.
of me. So I really started playing. I received my 10th grade year, like the whole year, and that's when I started getting decent scoring. I made, I made all district in my 10th grade year for
Okay.
the first time.
And so New Orleans, a lot of ballers come out of Louisiana, man. A lot of good players coming out of New Orleans. Who were some of the players that you either played with or played against during your time of high school?
I played against Greg Brooks. He played for LSU now. I played against Joe. I forgot his last name, but he played for LSU too. And
Hmm.
I played against Jamal Chase, and we also played
Wow.
AU basketball together.
So what other
And
so you said you play who
and
else?
I played with a guy named Aaron Brule. He had Michigan State right now.
Oh yeah, so you played against some tough competition, man. So high school, take me back to high school. You said you started getting some recognition your 10th grade year, junior, senior. How far did you guys go in high school as far as playoffs wise? Like what was your team like during that time?
I had a pretty good team my junior year. I had transferred to John Ehret my junior year, and my first 3 games, I played my first 3 games. I had like about 4 touchdowns over like 500 rushing yards.
Oh
But
man.
I had to my ACL
Mm.
against Dexter Ham when we were playing against Justin Jefferson.
Oh wow. It's played against a stud right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, so you get to your junior, you tear your ACL, you come back senior year. What was that? Was it tough coming back from an ACL tear, man? And how was
I
your senior year
mean,
like?
it was a tough. Like I feel like I was back
Hmm.
normal, and I feel like I was way more explosive
Oh,
and faster. And I
yeah.
just had to wear my knee brace. I really didn't want to wear my knee brace. I told them my knee was good, but they said just for protection. So I just wore my whole senior year. And when I got to college, I didn't wear no knee brace.
And so let's talk about that. You spoke about college coming out your senior year. You decided to go to JUCO route. What was that? What was that a decision like for you? Were you
Well,
considering other places, or kind of how did that work?
I was verbally committed to Colorado State
Okay.
coming out of high school, so I had changed my mind, so I went to the Riverside Community College. So
Hmm.
I feel like I can play somewhere better than that Midwest Conference. I feel like I could play in the SEC, so I just went to Riverside. Then,
What was that?
oh, what you were about to say after?
No, I was just saying who all was recruiting. You said you was committed to verbal to Colorado State, but who else was recruiting you during your senior year of high school and by the time you was choosing college?
I mean, I had a lot of offers. I had about 35 offers.
Mm.
I come out of high school. I had like seven SEC school, and I had like Pac-12. I had Pac-12 and other conference. I forgot.
Okay. So you go to Riverside, man. What's that like? You know, we all watch the Last Chance U's and the stuff like that about JUCO, especially that Cali JUCO. What was that experience like for you?
It's very. I say by Catajuco, they don't give out scholarships right here. So
Hmm.
if you come, like, if you out of state tuition, they just pay for like your classes and stuff. But you got really work to pay for your rent and stuff. And I don't like the food kind of hot out here, so it kind of gas hot out here right now. It's
It
like
is real
$6,
high.
$7.
Yeah, nah, you're right about that. So
Like,
what was your experience like on the field, man? How was how was you able to get down and stuff like that while you was at Riverside?
I just had that mindset of like I gotta get out of here. Like this is my only chance to make it to the next level if I don't do nothing on the field.
Hmm.
So every game I had a mindset. Oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah,
And
man. Yeah, your highlight tape. I mean, you catching some bombs. You embarrassing some DBs out there. So, talk to me about Grambling, Coach Hue Jackson. During your recruitment, when did they get involved, and what was it about the G-men that you found
uh,
attractive?
so he when he first got there, my high school coach Lamb had told him about me,
Mm.
and he had texted me on Twitter. So he said we gonna offer you soon. So just keep in touch with him. He just want to see how the spring game played out and see if they need another guy. And that's when he came back and offered me. And I'm like, yeah, I was gonna commit that because like he used to recruit me out of high school,
Mm.
and he recruited a couple players that I knew, like Darryl Williams, like Jay Sean Washington. Them players they played for him like years back.
So, how does it feel, man? What did it feel like, and what was the response when you decided to go back home? You all the way out in Cali, but you decided to go back home and play for a team right there in Louisiana in the G-men.
I came back home because my mom, she had never seen, well, the last time she seen me play football was in high school, and I wanted her to get a chance to see me play in the Bayou Classic, so she had to fly on the plane nowhere.
That's awesome, man. Growing up in Louisiana, did you know much about Grambling? How much did you know, and what's
I
that like to
mean,
be able to
yeah,
play
I
there?
know about Grambling. My cousin named Dante Jones, he was the Grambling coming out of John Curtis, and I had went on a campus like one time. I was like a sophomore, a junior in high school.
Yeah, man, that's awesome, man. Once again, we're talking to Jammal Houston, Grambling commit headed to the G man. What? So you see this thing about the HBCUs. The HBCUs getting a lot of love from high level players like yourself and from national media attention. What's that? What's it going to feel like to have a lot of people, especially all eyeballs on Coach Hue Jackson, and you're part of his first recruiting class down there at Grambling to take the field this fall?
I feel like we don't have a great season this season. I think our biggest game will be Jackson State because they got a lot of great players over there, and that's the game I'm looking forward to shine on.
You looking forward to shine on that? What's about Jackson State? Why are you looking forward to shine on them, man? Is it because
I mean,
all the hype they got, or what is it?
I guess like it don't matter what team I play. I'm just gonna shine on every team we play. I'm just trying to put up numbers and get myself out of there.
Absolutely, man. So Jammal, for people who haven't seen your game or haven't seen you play, how would you describe your game? Is there anybody in the NFL or in the college level that you model your game after or something like that? Just describe it to the people.
I mean, if you really want to say, I really just run past people like like Randy Moss back in the day. Like,
okay, yeah.
run past people. Like, I really don't have to do nothing to use my speed. But I know at the next level, I'm gonna have to put more little sauce to it because people gonna be fast as me at the next level. So I'm gonna have to put a little more work in.
Now, have you always been just faster than people like that? Like, is it just always been like that?
Yeah, I came out the womb
fast. What's the 40 time like? Do you know? Do you have 40?
My last 40 I ran was a low 4.4, like 4.40.
4.40. Wow. Do you think you can run faster than that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can. I get like a 4.3.
Woo! 4-3, the people down. Hey, the G men and the G women down in Grambling. I love to hear that, man. So in the Grambling receiver room, man, they brought in a lot of receivers, Jammal. When it comes to someone like you that you looking to shine on everybody, does competition within the room or competition on the team, what does that mean to you? Like, is it just like it is what it is? Or do you ever think about that kind of stuff?
I feel like everybody good as me. I just gotta do my part and do my job. Make sure I catch the ball, learn the plays, do my homework. Don't get no trouble in school, none of that.
Now, with you playing at Grambling, with your family down in New Orleans, do you think a lot of them gonna show up to a lot of the games, man? Especially that Bayou Classic. What you think? How you think that's gonna feel like to actually get to play in one of those?
It's gonna feel good playing in my hometown and playing in the Superdome. Last time I played the Superdome was I was 5 years old.
Oh man, man, playing
I really played the whole field. We just played half of the field, like from the border and down.
Yeah, man. What you think is gonna feel like if you score a touchdown in the Superdome at the Bayou Classic? How's that go with the crowd screaming and stuff like that?
I feel like the crowd gonna be excited because I'm gonna be excited too because my first touchdown in the Bayou Classic is gonna be feeling real good.
Hey man, that's gonna be awesome. So when you on the field, Jammal, are you a trash talker? Do you talk to the DBs? Do you talk to the defense? Or do you just kind of go out there and handle your business? How are you? What's your demeanor out there?
I mean, I talk to the defense sometimes, but if he think he doing something like it was like the quarterback throw behind or something, like you'd be like.
Yeah, all that when they do all that.
Yeah. I'm like, all right. I'm like, I got you next play.
So what's a better feeling as a receiver? Is it going over the top and catching it on a dude, or is it just running past them and scoring for it? Like, which one do you like better? And why?
I like going over the top, make him feel embarrassed because I just like going over the top. I like jumping. Like that's my favorite thing to do is just jump. I like jumping a lot.
So 50-50 balls.
Yeah, I like 50-50 balls. Like if you see me, I might tell coach, like, coach, if I know he can't jump with me, I'm gonna tell him this. You can throw a fade, but coach, he ain't gonna pick it. I got you.
So when you play, say if you're playing like a really good DB, let's use one of the good DBs in the SWAC. Say if you're playing against Jackson State, they got some good DBs, and the dude's doing real good on you. What's something that Jammal? What's something you say to the quarterback or to the coach or whatever to like, hey, get me the ball, or what's a way is a certain route that you like to run? Is there something that you like to do to kind of get open when you're playing somebody who's pretty good?
It don't matter what route I'm open. I'm like, coach, it don't matter what route you give me. I'm gonna make sure I catch the ball and secure it and try and fight for extra yards or score a touchdown.
Hey man, hey, that's what they like to hear. Once again, we're talking to Jammal Houston, one of the recent Grambling commits. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Now, Jammal, just a few more questions, man. You're going down to Grambling. It's a lot of history, a lot of legacy behind having that G on your helmet, man. what are your expectations, not just for yourself individually, but for the team, for Grambling? It's Coach Hue, he's got a lot of hype behind him, but it will be his first year, and everything's not going to be perfect that first year. Say if you guys get off to a slow start, or say it's not going like you expect in the beginning, what are some of the things that you do to stay motivated throughout the season, no matter whether it's going good or if it's going bad? What are some of the things you like to do to stay motivated?
We just gotta keep working until things get better. Just like keep focused and keep grinding. And eventually things gonna fall in place.
Absolutely. And Jammal, what are some of your pregame? You got any superstitions, man? Anything you do pregame? Anything that you do the same thing every time, or wear certain gear on your arms, on your legs, anything?
For pregame, I have my headphones to listen to Young Boy.
Young Boy, I had to. I knew that was coming out. Louisiana, everybody, you a young dude. Everybody loves some. What's your favorite Young Boy track, man?
I don't have no favorite, but I like a couple of them. But the main one I be listening to is like Nevada.
Nevada's a dope one.
Speed Racer, something like that.
Speed Racer, yeah. The latest Young Boy, I like that a lot. But his best album to me, my favorite was, man, hold on, let me tell you, because I love this. And once again, we're talking to Jammal Houston. Young Boy's got some tough tracks, man. What is it about Young Boy? Why does everybody like Young Boy so much, man? Why do you like Young Boy?
I like Young Boy because he got some good music, and I be feeling when he be saying sometimes he be going through pain. Sometimes people go through stuff, and he be talking about the industry and stuff.
Is anybody else you listen to pregame besides Young Boy? Yeah, AI Young Boy 2. AI Young Boy 2 is my favorite too, by the way. That's what I meant.
Yeah, I've listened to Pop Smoke, like Dirt, Fredo Bane. I listen to other rappers, Rob Now.
I got you. Yeah, there's some tough ones, man. Some tough ones. Well, Jammal, man, I one last thing, man. If you just got a message to the Gram fam, the Grambling, what is it? Just to go ahead and tell them about yourself. Where can they find you on social media, and anything you want to tell them about you heading to Grambling this year?
Y'all can follow me on Instagram, JFlag6_. It's the same thing as my Instagram, but my Twitter is the same thing, JFlag6_.
And just a message to the Gram fam about what you gonna bring to the campus and to the team this year, man.
I'm bringing speed and I'm bringing a whole lot of speed and physical. I like to block.
Yeah, they love to hear that. They love to hear that they can block.
Like if coach tell me block, I love to block. It don't matter if you big or you a DN, I'll still block you.
Hey, that's awesome, man. This is Jammal Houston, man. Appreciate you stopping by. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Thank you guys.